Hi everyone, I'm Michelangelo. Welcome to my Conversations with God, episode number 59. I have some exciting news. I am recording at nighttime. I usually don't record at night. And I'm recording indoors because just 2 days ago, that's why I haven't posted in 2 days, I moved into this beautiful new place here in Costa Rica in the jungle, right on the beach, with a mythical creature that I will present to you maybe next episode, maybe tomorrow. I have a surprise for you. There's the most beautiful healing entity on this land where I will be staying for now. There are many actually, and many to discover, but there's one who there are also a family of monkeys, and they're throwing the water apples at me. And just yesterday, when I had my conversations with BlueGod, I asked why, and part of the answer is that as humans, when we built this land, we never really asked permission to those who belong here, and the entities and the beings and the creatures and the animals and the plants who own this place, and we do not. And so here I arrive. It's raining outside. Here I arrive and all enthusiastic about this beautiful place on the beach, and I didn't ask permission if it was, okay to co-live on this land which doesn't belong to me. So anybody who has any suggestions, in the next few days I'm going to be coming up with ways to be more grateful and ways to integrate more with the land and ways to ask for forgiveness. So write in your comments any ideas. But that said, what I'm about to read now, I didn't write a date on it, so I think it's mid-October 2020, whereas today is actually 5 months later, March 15th, 2021. So we have multi-dimensionality going on here. You'll get it more and more as you continue to enter this field with me. But basically what's happening here in the visual that you see me, that I just moved into this house, and that in the next few videos you'll be introduced to the amazing beings that I co-live with. I'm writing about that, but you guys are gonna be released, and I'm gonna be actually recording it who knows when, because I'm about 5 months behind in my recordings. But meanwhile, you're seeing me in the state that I am of what you'll be listening to maybe a couple of months from now, and it'll all come together, and magic is happening here on screen as the different times, different spaces actually intermingle in a conscious and unconscious, intentional, multidimensional way, so that you can transcend time and space with me through these videos and actually enter into one mind state, so that together with time we have a larger vision of creating a way of coming together, quite possibly with a live, regular meditation on Zoom, where we actually interconnect and remind ourselves that we are actually one mind, in order to have a quantum leap for our one mind that we call the human species. So that's the larger plan that you'll hear more and more about. For now, here's episode 59 that I wrote, that I received about 5 months ago. So I simply wrote, "Good morning." That's how I started, that's all I wrote, and this is what I received. "Good morning, my dear beloved. I know you are not used to this level of intimacy between us, and it might even make you a little bit uncomfortable. Why, beloved? Because this is the ultimate of love affairs, or at least it can be. There is nothing that is not possible between us. This really can be all you ever dreamed of and more. Together, we have no limitations. Remember, no limits are coming from me. Me with a capital M, of course. So you have all the control and all the power. It is up to you how we relate and what we create. I really am in love with you. If you could see what I see, you would be in love with you too. You are an eternal and unbounded being of love and light. You have chosen to incarnate on earth so that you can animate me, so that you can give me a voice and emotion, so that you can express my emotion of infinite love. And in order to be able to create this, you have agreed to forget that you were and always have been infinite love. Think about it. You have agreed to forget and thus to suffer until you remember. You have agreed to separate from me and instill nearly endless obstacles in your quest to reunite again with me. This is not just a very difficult task, it is the ultimate sacrifice. As some very wise upon you, might be amongst you, but as some very wise upon you have noted, it can be the journey of 100,000 lives, the journey of 3 eons. This is the level of your love. This is your true level of love for me. I am your beloved. You are my beloved. You have agreed that you might have to suffer for 100,000 lives in order to remember and to consciously reunite, knowing that this is the only way to create the experience of love, the thing that I longed for and could not achieve any other way. You chose to take on the mission of creating the experience of my love on earth. The ultimate and most noble of missions, that which I was not able to do without you. You asked me why so few other humans are currently participating in your experiment to remember that I am you and that you are me. It is because this is your current level of remembering. The more you remember, the more those who now incorrectly appear to be others will reflect back to you that they are you. I am you, and you are me. You are they, and they are you. Now you have to actually believe it. And so I wrote, but how come it feels like I already believe it? But according to what you describe, it means that I almost totally do not. And the answer, my dear beloveds, will be in the next episode, episode number 60. I am you, you are me. I'm so blessed. I can only wish that you recognize how blessed you are, because that is the most immediate and most majestically amazing way to create a beautiful life. I'll see you in episode number 60.